He's a star domestic cricketer. Very recently, he helped Jharkhand win their maiden Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. And then, in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, he also got 88 of 68 balls. But yet, he does not have an IPL contract. Welcoming Virat Singh to Republic. Hello and welcome to Republic, Virat.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on the show.
You know, it was not even a week, between Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy and Vijay Hazare Trophy, the first match that you played. How do you change formats so easily within a week? From 20 overs to 50 overs. How does the change happen, the transition?
Frankly, if you'll ask me, we haven't practiced. We haven't even touched the bat because after the Syed Mushtaq Ali, we were only celebrating. We went to Ranchi. We had a grand welcome over there, and we were just celebrating for 2-3 days. And then after that, we were so tired that we had to rest for a couple of days. And then we traveled on the 22nd, and then we came here. So it's all mental, if you'll ask me. From changing to gears, it doesn't make a lot of difference. When you are changing from red ball to white ball, then obviously you have to focus on the technique. Then you have to go back to the basics. But talking about changing from 20 to 50, it doesn't make a lot of difference. It's just that you have to prolong your innings a bit, and the bowlers have to hit the areas. That's it. I would say it's all mental, if you'll ask me.
Fantastic. So yeah, it's all psychological, mental. I get it. I'd like to ask you what is happening in the Jharkhand camp recently that has changed the fortunes for them. They have become unbeatable. They are hardly losing a game. What is it? What is the change? Is MS Dhoni meeting you guys very regularly at the JSCA stadium? What is it?
We have always been a very, very, very good white ball team. It's just that in the past we weren't able to close out the games. But this time around, all the individuals, talking about Ishan, Anukul, Kushagra, myself, we have been stepping up time and again. And the best part this year is that we are not dependent on any one individual. Everybody is stepping up, whenever the team is needing them. Like I said, we have been able to close out the games this year. Earlier in the past, we used to play well, but from few games here and there, we used to make small, simple mistakes, which used to cost us the game. But this time around, that is not happening. We are able to, finish the games off. And talking about MS Dhoni, yes, during the off season, he used to give us a lot of time. Whenever he used to be in Ranchi, he used to come to the JSCA stadium and address our queries. So he has been a great help for us as well.
What were the queries? What were the queries you had for MS Dhoni, and how did he help you overcome the problems?
Personally, I know him for the past, the last time when he played for us, I was part of the team as well, 2017 or 2016, about 8-9 years back. So since then, whenever he used to come to Ranchi, I've been in touch. Whenever I've got any skill related query or mental query, he's always there and helping me.
Can you cite an example? Can you cite an example?
So a couple of years back, I was struggling playing off spinners. So how to go about it? So he mentioned a few technique, how to manipulate the field, how to go about it in the game, because in the game he only spoke about manipulating the field. So he said technique and all is good, but if you can manipulate the field in white ball cricket, it will help you a lot. So like, if an off spinner is bowling to you, how can you rotate strike frequently? Because when a quality off spinner is bowling to a left-hander, it gets difficult for him. So that's what he told me, that you don't have to necessarily go after the off spinner. You can then change strike and go to the non-striker, and when a left-arm spinner comes in, you can go after them.
Right. I'd also like to find out, you have also captained the Jharkhand under-19 side in a triangular series, I guess. And after that, you didn't get to lead the side anymore. What exactly transpired? Because I'm sure as a cricketer, you must be having India ambitions as well. You want to play for the national side as well. So what exactly happened? Because now you're 28. And 28 is not the exact age where, you make it to the Indian side. That to an Indian side where there is a problem of plenty. So what went wrong, Virat? In 2021, you made it to an IPL side, but after that, nobody even placed a bid for you. What went wrong? Because when I look at your stats, the stats are pretty good. You've been getting a lot of runs, and you've been getting them at a very good rate as well, like 135 to 140. So what exactly went wrong, do you think?
Talking about the Under 19 World Cup, yes, I was the captain initially of the Under 19 Indian team, but I really don't know what really happened because I couldn't make it to the World Cup side even after doing really well. I was of the same setup, World Cup setup, with Rishabh Pant, Ishan Kishan, and few other Indian cricketers who are part of the Indian team now, like Washington Sundar, Avesh Khan, and Khalil Ahmed. So I was in the same setup, but I don't know. Even after performing so well in the triangular series in Sri Lanka and in India, I couldn't make it to the World Cup side. So I mean, I haven't really asked questions, and nobody has answered me. So I won't say much about that, but
What
so
is
I
your
knew
hunch?
after
What is
that.
your hunch? What went wrong? Was it about combinations? Was it about form? Virat, what do you have to say?
I mean, there was nothing wrong with the form. The last game that I played for the 19 Indian team, I won the game single-handedly. It was actually the semi-finals of the triangular series, if I'm not wrong, against Sri Lanka, and I got a 60 odd not out. I still can recall that innings. I mean, it was a very top-class innings. I mean, I'm not saying that because I played it, but it was actually a very good innings. And then that was the last game I played for under 19 India. And after that, obviously, I was dropped after a couple of days when the World Cup squad was out. So this I'm talking about 2016. It's about 8 9 years back, and like you said, I'm 28 now. You asked me what's your take on making it to the national side. I mean, there are a lot of examples. I mean, I still got 2 3 years, I would say, because if you'll talk about Surya Kumar Yadav, he made his debut for India at 30 31. After performing so much in the domestic and in the IPL, and then, the main example I would give you is Michael Hussey. I mean, he's known as the Mr. Cricket of the world. He made his debut at
No,
30
but for
31
you
as
to
well. So
play T20s, even get into the Indian T20 side, you need to be playing IPL at least. You've not got a bid from a franchisee in the past 3 seasons. So why do you think franchisees are not bidding for you, despite your strike rate being about 140-ish? And you're a top order batter, of course.
I mean, the last time I played in the IPL was back in 2021. I mean, I was part of Sunrise Hyderabad for 2 years. The first year that I was part of was in 2020, in which I didn't get a single game. But when I got a game in 2021, I mean, I would say I was slightly a bit unlucky to get a chance in Chennai, where the ball was turning a lot and the wicket wasn't that great, and where the pass score was about 120-25. So I got a chance there. I played a couple of games there, and on that wicket, I would say it wasn't for batters to go out there and slog and get everything out of the middle of the bat. So I had to graft. I had to play slowly. We were chasing only 125, 130 runs. The last game that I played, and unfortunately, I did not get any chance after that because it was very hard for all the batters to go out there in Chennai and score runs. If you will see the highlights of the game, the ball was turning, and then we were against top class spinners. I mean, when I played in the last game of the IPL, Ravi Chandran Ashwin was against me, and everybody knows that he's a world class spinner, and to play against him on that wicket, I would say it was very difficult. And then at that time, I didn't know how to play sweeps and reverse sweeps. Obviously, I could have, but I wasn't very confident of playing those shots because I didn't practice those shots much. But now, after struggling, I think I have developed and worked on those shots really well. And then I mean, if I'll get chance now, I think I'm very confident and I'm quite experienced now as well. So if I'll get chance in the IPL now, I think I can go out there and do well for the team.
Let's go back to the question I asked you before this, under 19 and then you get dropped and all that. You don't make it to the World Cup squad. Do you think the board is to be blamed? Do you think the board is to be blamed for not even giving you a clarity? At least you deserve that much, Virat, don't you?
I mean, I won't comment on that, to be honest, because what's gone is gone. So you have to move forward. Now the goal is to make it to the IPL team or the national side.
Has
That's
any
it.
of the
And
IPL
and
franchisees been in touch with you over phone or anything?
Not really, but I heard that few of the franchisees were looking like when I was performing this season. I heard from few individuals that they're looking after me, in the sense that they're going to go for me in the auctions. But unfortunately, nobody went for me in the auctions. But on the day of the auction, one of our old manager messaged me that. Selection doesn't really define ability, performances do. So now my whole focus is on going out there and perform for my team, and whatever has to come will come. I don't really think about selection now, to be honest. My whole focus is to go out there and do well and make sure my team is winning.
You know, Ishan Kishan was going through a very similar phase where he was dropped off the team and he didn't know how to even get back into the side. But now then he's probably broken the door open and he's got selected into the T20 World Cup side. What is the kind of talk you've been having with him? Because your case is very similar to his, right, Virat?
No, I wouldn't agree with that point of yours. He has been in the IPL setup for years now. I haven't been, so things are quite different. And obviously, he has been part of the Indian team as well. So he has got much more limelight than me. So for him to get into the side, it's much more easier than me, because he's got that IPL. Tag, and he has been playing regularly in the IPL. So if he's going to perform in the IPL, things will get really easy for him. For me, on the other hand, I have to get picked in the IPL first, and then go and perform in the IPL, and then the selectors will look for selection. So yeah. And then you're talking about what are the talks we have been having in the dressing room. I mean, we have been friends for years now, so we know each other's game quite well. And then he has been telling me the same thing, that forget about anything, forget about selections, forget about everything, and just go out there and watch the ball and hit the ball. That's what he has been telling me, and that's what I have been doing. I mean, he has been a great help to me. I mean, he plays like I previous questions. You asked me those previous questions about now how to play few shots, and so he has been. I mean, he plays reverse sweep really well. So he has been helping me in the nets with those reverse sweeps and sweeps. So he has been a great help for me over the last couple of years since the team, yeah, since the time he has joined us in the Jharkhand team.
One final question, and let's end it on a lighter note. You see, Virat, your name is similar to Virat Kohli. So can you share a few, maybe couple of hilarious anecdotes about, you probably getting mobbed by fans or something like that? Because you share the name with Virat Kohli, Virat Singh, right? So can you think of a couple of instances? I'm sure you must have been mobbed.
Yes, I mean, a few years back, I was playing a Ranji Trophy in Cuttack, Odisha, against Odisha. So I was fielding at the boundary line, and there were a few spectators there, and they were obviously cheering for other cricketers. And then they asked me, "What's your name?" So I turned around and said, "My name is Virat." So they started laughing, and then they said, "Okay, if your name is Virat, I am Rohit Sharma." So, so this is the only thing I can recall. And then obviously now few people, few fans know that there's another Virat that exists in the domestic circle as well. So yeah, so that's about it.
Virat, I wish you all the success and I hope you make it to an IPL franchisee very soon. There's a big Vijay Hazare Trophy season coming up. I wish you all the best for that also. Thank you for joining us on Republic today. Thank you so much.